Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Shamong Township Committee meeting of November 5. Would you please do the sunshine statement, Lisa?
Please be advised proper notice of this meeting has been given in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Diamond?
Here.
Mr. DeCroce?
Here.
Ms. Mazitis?
Here.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Here.
Mr. Woods?
Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to join us for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd ask Matthew to come on up and lead us. Get up here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Matthew. All right, as we get started tonight, we've got, I also just want to mention a moment of silence, and if you could stand, please. Jeanette Smith, she was the wife of our chief, John Smith, who was the Indian Mills Volunteer Fire. She passed away last week after, I think, about 2 months of a very long illness. And our hearts and prayers go out to John and his family. Jay Epps, who is my neighbor, you may have met him the last couple months. He came in a few times. He was one of the first people to move into Stony Creek. He passed away on Sunday. So I'd ask you to remember those two people in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to invite Matthew Riley to come up along with his family. So has anybody checked out this great job that he did? Matthew, you want to tell everybody what you did?
So for my Eagle project, I redid the garden beds outside on Willow Grove Road in Stokes. And I just planted plants and I put daisy buds in the garden bed outside, near the parking lot. So
I saw you had some help. You didn't do it
Yeah.
just yourself.
Yeah.
Who did you leverage? Who did you get to help?
some of my Scout friends and some friends of school. So
Well, I think it looks fantastic, and the timing was perfect because, as Sue will tell you, we got a notice that the trees were overgrown at our place here. We had to move, even though you really wanted to burn it down through the block, right?
yeah.
So your timing was perfect. So I'm going to recognize Matthew Riley for the Township Beautification Project. He is a member of the Boy Scout Troop 2047, joining scouting in September of 2022. Matthew has earned 21 merit badges, camped 54 nights, completed 30 hours of community service with the troop, and 5 conservation service hours. You canoed a 50-mile trip in Canada, hiked over 20 miles to the top of Mount Washington on high adventure trips. You gotta take me on one of those. You've served in your troop as patrol leader, as a senior patrol leader, and outdoor ethics guide. And for your Eagle Scout project, you presented your proposal to the Shamong Township Committee, which consisted of landscaping project to restore and beautify the areas around the township building by selecting hardy, low-maintenance plants such as roses, boxwoods, hydrangeas, and bulbs. Matthew researched and coordinated this leadership project, enlisting the assistance of the other scouts, friends, and family members, and completing this project on Saturday, October 11th. So now be it proclaimed that the Township Committee recognizes Matthew Riley for his outstanding achievement on the Eagle Scout Service Project on behalf of the Shamong Township. Congratulations.
Stephanie Riley.
Riley, thank you. We really appreciate it. We love having him. Matthew was great. So send some more scouts over for we got the project. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you. Thanks for folks. Thank you.
Stephanie, didn't you say that his uncle did that same project?
Yeah, so my oldest brother, Joe, also completed his Eagle Scout project here, and it was a landscaping project, back in 1994.
Wow, that's awesome. It's excellent. We appreciate it. Now it is my high honor to present a proclamation to Susan Honorado. Please come down, Sue. And Ken, would you come up? So we've known each other since you moved in '96, and I think that's probably when I met you. Probably back. Yeah, that's good. So Sue has been with us for 20 years, a couple of years. And he really has run, I would often call her the mayor. And when I got some things from Lisa this week, it kept saying Mayor Honorado. I can't get her name out. But Susan is going to retire, so this will be her last meeting that will with us, retiring at the end of the year. And it's been my honor. I've worked with you for a long time. I've known you for, like I say, since 1996. Our children went to school together. And you began serving the residents of Shamong as Shamong Township clerk in 2005. And you served the township throughout your career with your appointments as administrator, joint land use board secretary, registrar, claims coordinator, safety coordinator, along with countless other positions and duties, which you willfully fulfilled as we need. Throughout your career, you continually endeavored to best serve the township residents, staff, and the committee, assisting mayors Chavalu, this is going to be a walk down memory lane, Gray, Long, Gimbel, and DeCroce on a daily basis, while ensuring the financial stability of our communities by providing cost-cutting recommendations whenever possible. And that, you've done an amazing job of that, so we really, really appreciate that. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, the Township Committee recognizes Sue Honorado for over 20 years of unconditional service to Shamong Township on her retirement date of December 31, 2025. And resolved the proclamation will be read in the minutes if it comes. And I'm saying, I actually signed it because you usually sign it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, thank you. Just a couple of comments before we get started. First, I want to acknowledge Joanne. Raise your hand, Joanne. I think Joanne got us so that you can now get on Zoom with a push of 1 or 2 buttons, right? So I've gotten some great comments about that. Thank you. Everybody knows that the election was just done, and I wanted to thank all of the people who came out and voted in this election. Believe it or not, I think it's around 49% of the people that participated in our state. Thanks, folks. So that's a little bit disconcerting. But we had a good turnout in Shamong, and we had no problems this time, as far as I was advised of. There is a school board referendum that you'll see in your mail. You're going to be asked to vote on December 9th. So you're going to get the ballot, and you're going to say, "Oh, well, I already voted," and people are going to chuck it out because they don't realize that, hey, this is coming up. The school board is asking for a $25 million referendum. $25 million. You may recall last year your taxes went up. My taxes went up $1,400 in 1 year. So I want you to take a look at that. Make sure you vote. It's December 9th from, I think, 8 a.m. until, it's 1 o'clock till 8 p.m.
Yes.
So if you get your mail-in ballot, don't throw it away because it's for the referendum. What I'm suggesting that you do is vote no. There are 2 new people who are elected on the school board, and let them get in January to get an opportunity to take a look at where this $25 million is supposed to go, and then they can come back and make their pitch to us. I also would like to congratulate Mike Southwick. Stand up, Mike. He was elected to council, and welcome. And also Mike Toby and Toby Martin and Mike Carney were elected on school board. And so congratulations to those gentlemen as well. And I think that's all I had. So with that, we'll move into it's
The school.
they're going to be at the school.
At the
Yeah.
school.
The memorial school.
Memorial School.
So there will be notices on our webpage, and you'll also get, if you get vote by mail. But it's quite bizarre to me. Number one, why didn't they have that question as part of our election yesterday? That's number one. So number two is you have additional costs that's incurred, a waste of money. And number three, it's just before Christmas when everybody is focused on something else. So please let your friends and family know that that's coming. I would suggest, as I say, vote no, and then we'll address the issue next year after we get a chance to have these new people take a look at it. and where this $25 million is going. With that, I will open the meeting up to public comment on any agenda items. Please come up, state your name and your address, and you will be heard.
Mayor, if I may, I'd like to do it from here, if that's okay with you.
Yes, ma'am.
First off, thank you. Very grateful for the proclamation and the recognition tonight. 20 years sounds like a lot, but it went pretty fast. You stole my thunder with some of the memory lane things, but I will say that when I started here and took the job, wasn't sure how many hats I was going to wear. A little bit nervous following in Lynn Heinold, Doug's father's footsteps. He was instrumental in this town, saw it through a lot of changes, and he was a steady anchor and guided it through a lot. He was also very helpful for me when I started. The township committee gave me a week with him, and I think I told Doug, I think after a day and a half, he says, give me a call if you have questions. But he was great to work with, as was Barb Valenzano. They were both key individuals to make my transition a smooth one. So I was immensely grateful for that. And I think that was a big part that makes this community what it is. Our residents are used to being able to come into this building, and a high majority of them, you're going to get a hi Doug or a hi Mike because the staff knows them. And that's kind of what, as you would say, Mayor Mike, makes Shamong a little slice of heaven. It's a dedicated staff that takes care of each other, has each other's backs, works well together, and works for the public they serve. Most people will have a budget and they say, okay, it's the end of the year. What am I going to spend it on and use it all up? Our staff is 180% the other direction. They try to save wherever they can. They understand the importance of the surplus. We desperately work on that every year, as you know, between the budget and the surprises that hit us, whether it be a storm or something breaking down in public works. So I thank our staff for that, and they've made my job easier for being such a good staff. As you know, I've endorsed Lisa to be my replacement, and she's been with us for about 3 years, a little bit better than 3 years. She joined the team with 6 years municipal government experience in the municipal court. I tossed her into the finance and the tax office. She improved things there. We moved her over to the UCC building and zoning office. She's improved things there. Tackled registrar, taco. This year, she's been working an awful lot with myself and Joanne, learning the clerk and administrator's office. So she's not adverse to doing work or wearing many hats, and she does a good job. And in this past year, she has completed all 5 classes that are required to get your registered municipal clerk's license. And that puts her in place to be able to sit for the test in the spring. So that's a lot to accomplish in a little bit of time, and her experience will guide her and make her a better manager because she knows what each department does and what their workloads are. So what does she do in her spare time? She's working on management training classes offered through the Joint Insurance Fund, taking the planning and zoning class this month. So she's a bit of a slacker, but we'll get by. I think all she needs now is a CDL, and we can toss her into one of the snowplow trucks, but I haven't told her that one yet. But in closing, I just really want to thank everybody here. Ken and I have had this community as our home. We've raised our children here. We've loved it. We will miss it. And I thank you guys for the opportunity to serve you.
Thank you, Sue. We're going to miss you. So the meeting is open now to public. Anybody have any questions or comments? Please come forward. Yes, ma'am.
Diana Antonucci, 2 Stony Creek Court. It's not on the agenda, I don't think, but I wanted to ask Mr. Heinold where we stood with Bighorn Solar.
Sure. Just one second. As you know, every month I've been asking them for a sort of status report. The big issues that they're waiting for right now are they have initial indication from ACE, Atlantic City Electric, that there is capacity available for both solar projects out there. But there are formal studies that are in process. The current timing for the interconnection studies is that the landfill interconnection is under review by ACE Engineering, and they anticipate the report by the end of the year. And the sand pit interconnection is expected to follow soon after. That project, the sand pit, is a community solar project, which would put them in the next round of community solar subsidies in the state process. They are also at the same time working their way through the Pinelands process, and did a submission, received a response from Pinelands, and have a resubmission going in this month. So I will follow up again and get further update. I did ask Steve Goen, their counsel, in relation to those issues, when do you see yourself, can you tell us the next step, and when do you see yourself closing on those parcels? Because they have, we've said this before, but as soon as they close on the sand pit parcel in particular, they've indicated they were willing to take better control over the site. And he was away on vacation in response to my request. Everything I got was from their engineer, Andrew Nessie. So I will follow up again and give another report in a month. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane. Thanks, Doug. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Yes, ma'am.
Joanne Robertson, Township Deputy Clerk. I just wanted to take a moment to say what a pleasure it's been working with you, Sue. She's been a great leader, teacher, and example since I started here in 2017. I wish you all the best in your next stage of life, and thank you. I also wanted to speak in support of Lisa Jordan. In the 3 years I've worked with her, she has proven to be dedicated, multi-skilled, and trained in all departments, has made numerous improvements in streamlining tasks for better efficiency for all of us. She has excellent people skills and experience working with the public. She does have the township goals and interest in mind, and she is well respected by this staff. So my hope is that you will consider this and many other attributes in your decision to appoint her, and I do encourage you to promote from within. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we'll close this portion of the meeting to the public comment and move on to items for discussion and possible official action. First is the approval of the minutes for the October 7th regular and executive session minutes, which everybody has received. If there are no questions or comments, can we have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, next is 2025 RFP, RFQ submissions, which are due November 7th, 2025. Can you give us an update on that, Lisa?
Yeah, we're in the process of collecting them. I think we've got all the applicants that we expected to get so far. And then I'm sure we'll be flooding Brian's inbox shortly and reviewing all them and report back to you for the December meeting.
Okay, great. No action needed on that tonight?
No, just an update.
Great. Next is the Burlington County Joint Insurance Fund annual dividend allocation. We got almost what, $5,000?
Yes, $4,906. So we just would need the committee to decide what we would do with this dividend amount. Historically, we have checked off number 1 to apply it as a credit to our 2026 JIF assessment.
Okay, I think that's what we've done in the past, and I would recommend we do that. Do you need a motion if we do? Yes, can we have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, next, the budget packets were circulated to department heads, Indian Mills Volunteer Fire Company and Rent Control Board, and the responses are due November 12th, 2025. Okay.
Just an update.
Great. Next is the Indian Mills Lake Dam Safety Compliance Report was filed on October 12th, 2025, as Joe indicated that it would. Anything else on that?
No, it has been emailed to the Township Committee on October 14th, so if there's any questions, we can answer them, but there have been some suggestions, so Public Works has been working on all of those.
Okay, great. Next, the motion is needed to appoint Elijah Goldstein for fire police for the balance of the 5-year term, which will expire on April 1, 2029. If there are no questions or comments, can we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, next is a catering permit, ABC, for a privately run event at the Piccadilly, which will be held on November 14th, 2025.
Yeah,
We-
this is something out of the ordinary for us. We don't usually see these on a regular basis. But they are doing a fundraiser for Evan Coffey, if you remember 2, 3 weeks ago, where they had that motorcycle crash. And so they're trying to raise money for him and help him with all the surgeries he's had and so forth. They did tell us that there's additional information, tickets available on Piccadilly Facebook. So that if anybody wants to support this cause, you can do that. And the event is on November the 14th, and it begins at 7 in the morning, goes to 11.
Oh, 7 p.m.
Oh, it's been, okay.
Yeah.
Saying we're not getting up that early to drink beer and eat wings, but we'll go. So 7 p.m. to 11 on November 14th. I think that's a great cause. Can we,
Approve that?
yeah, can we have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, next resolutions, 2025 R-98. The Division of Local Government Services CY 2025 Best Practice Inventory Program for Public Meeting Certification Form.
So this is a yearly certification that our CFO does. Our score, we have to get at least 32%, so we have no aid withholding. Our score this year was 36.5. So a copy has been included in your packets if you have any questions.
And if you recall, this was something that the state put into place about 3 or 4 years ago, and if you drop below it, you start losing funding.
Right.
So the key is to get more than 32 points.
Great job. Okay, any
But we
questions?
needed to approve that and accept it into the record.
Any questions or comments? If not, can we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, 2025 R-99. This authorizes a tax overpayment refund. How much we giving back?
$180.47. A gentleman had sold his property, so there was just a little bit of an adjustment after we received the title check.
Okay, he doesn't want to donate it? Okay, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, next is 2025 R-100. This is a resolution authorizing certain budgetary transfers.
So we will be moving $2,000 to finance O&E, 5,000 to engineering, 15,000 for the volunteer fire appropriations, which will cover the extra cost that was sent to them for the command vehicle, and then another $2,000. So we'll be taking this from streets and roads O&E.
Okay, great. We were able to do all that without raising taxes pretty much, just moving things
Yeah,
around.
just moving things around. We have to wait until the last 2 months of the year to move anything.
Okay, anybody have any questions or concerns? If not, can we have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes, next is 2025 R-101 and 102. We'll do them together. This is a canceling of property taxes for a totally disabled veteran, Block 17, Lot 1.15, and Block 12.07, Lot 9. Any questions or comments? If not, can we have a motion?
And there's no refund back at this time. It's just being eligible for the TDV.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
I vote yes. Next is ordinances 2025-7, which is a second reading and public comment regarding readoption of Chapter 152 governing tax abatements in accord with NJSA 40A:21-4. Doug, can you give us some information on that?
Sure. Most of the time, when we adopt an ordinance, it's on the books and it stays there, and that's the way it is. In this particular statute governing the process for tax abatements, it requires the municipality to adopt an enabling ordinance to implement the tax abatement program. And then it also says that it has to re-adopt it every 10 years. So we are coming up on that 10-year time frame. This is largely it's for our redevelopment areas, which I think most of the implementation, if not all, has been in the industrial park.
Okay, great. Anybody, any questions or comments? If not, can we have a motion?
We have to open this for public comment on second reading.
Got it. Okay, anybody have any questions or comments on ordinance 2025-7? Seeing and hearing none, we'll close a portion of the meeting and ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson.
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas.
Yes.
Mr. Woods.
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce.
I vote yes. The next is our most least favorite
Hmm.
part of the meeting, which is approval of the bill list, which everybody's received. This month, it is $2,642,927 and a couple pennies. Lisa, as I often do, can you tell us the breakdown of how much it going to our town and how much is going to the schools?
So going to the schools, we have 525,000 going to Lenape Regional District. Shamong Township Board of Ed is 934,000. We have a big bill of our additional support for the command vehicle for Indian Mills Fire. That's 15,000. We had our last band payment for the 2015-9. That was part of our development in the cemetery. That was $22,325. And we had to pay $5,158 for election expenses. And our fourth quarter taxes were due, which was $1,012,000. So total, our operating expenses just for us is about $127,500.
Great. Anybody have any questions or comments? And if there are none, can we have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Ms. Mazitas?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes. Next, we'll go to the reports. Joe's not with us this evening, so we'll go to Doug Heinold, our township solicitor.
After the request for information on Bighorn Solar, I have nothing more to report.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Next is the Tabernacle Rescue Squad third quarter report. Anybody
I'm
here?
sorry, Mayor. Before you go on, I said something last month thinking that Sue would sneak out of Shamong without being the center of attention. You can tell from tonight that Sue loves being the center of attention. It's like her favorite thing. She probably said she wasn't going to come in December, and then the word got out, and now she's caught here in November. But I just want to say again, what a gift she has been to Shamong Township. You know, the not to get too deep into the weeds, but the pressure on small towns to comply with all the new law, you know, we talk about all the hats that she wears. Every time a bill gets passed up in Trenton, somebody's got to fill that position that's been created by that. And I don't think that may make sense in larger towns where there's a lot of people, and in smaller towns, you have to decide how you're going to fill that position. And the burden just becomes more and more on small towns to administer these requirements. You know, we've got best practices process to go through, and it takes a special kind of person with public dedication to keep showing up every day and putting the residents first and taking care of the business of the town. And, you know, Sue's just been, you know, phenomenal in that position. It's been an honor to work with you all these years. There's another person who hates being the center of attention, Mark McIntosh from Medford Lakes. I won't say he's a Sue Honorado of Medford Lakes, but he's the clerk over in Medford Lakes, and they have similar personalities, actually. Mark, I don't know if you want to say anything on behalf of the clerks.
Sure, Mr. Mitchell, the second public comment, so I was.
Why don't you?
Come on up. You're welcome.
Should I go to the mic?
Yes, sir, please. That way other people can hear. And you are?
Mark McIntosh, Borough Clerk and Deputy Manager of Medford Lakes Borough. I got 26 years in with the town, 35 with the fire department included. But I've known Sue for all those years for the most part. When I became a clerk in 23 years ago, um, uh, LaShawn Barber from Tabernacle was my go-to clerk for training purposes and stuff. But I reached out to Sue a lot of times. Sue's been, I'm the treasurer for the Burlington County Clerks Association, and so I'm representing the executive board here today. I believe today you got a beautiful bouquet of flowers because Kim sent me a picture of them. She's Sue, like you said, she's a gift. She's been extremely active in our county association, so all 40 municipalities are represented. She's been with the scholarship committee. She's worked with the audit committee and just attended all the meetings and been very active. I've run into Sue at every recycling coordinators meeting. I mean, you name it, Sue's been about and around and about. We have a special relationship with Shamong anyways. We have some shared service agreements. But it's been a real pleasure to work with you. Appreciate your discussions when we've called each other or emailed each other. I know the whole Clerks Association appreciates you. We hope you stay on as a retired member. I hope to be behind you soon, retiring. I'm in the middle of training my deputy. Yeah, on behalf of the Burlington County Clerks Association and on behalf of the Borough of Medford Lakes, we wish you the best in your retirement, and please don't be a stranger. So, thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. Okay, now we're going to go to, do we have a Tabernacle Rescue Squad third quarter report? David, good evening. How are you? Thank you for coming out tonight.
I'm Dave Taylor, One Meeting House Court here in Shamong, Captain Tabernacle Rescue Squad, past chief of Shamong EMS. I believe you all received the report.
Yes, sir.
In your packet, as I look at it, and with all that's going on over the last couple of months, I've made a commitment to the squad, and I'm making it to you. And I'm going to get a little more involved in communicating. One of the things I noticed that this report is actually, it includes the third quarter, but it's cumulative. So to me, it's a little misleading. You look at numbers that, and maybe, you see a total, but you don't see the progress. And one of the things we really need to work on is beginning to develop some clear metrics as we move forward so that we can see progress to meet the goals that are important to all of us in providing service to both Shamong and Tabernacle.
Perfect.
One thing I will say, Mr. Diamond, you had asked at the end of the last meeting about hiring. We were really excited. And I think we had talked about this a little bit when we first started paying people in the beginning of the winter. We started basically at minimum wage with a shift differential for the time that we needed to cover the most. We found that really attracted nobody. And quite frankly, as being the point person talking to people coming in to apply for a job, I'd have a real hard time saying, we're going to pay you minimum wage. Aren't you excited? So the beginning of August, the end of July, we increased that to be commensurate with surrounding municipalities. Within weeks of that, we received the notice of termination, and a few, some of the interest we got, quickly died out. People waiting to see what happened. While the last couple months have been a negative in some ways, they've been a tremendous benefit in that it's in a sense it's given us some real clear and powerful marketing. That a lot of people in the industry have paid attention to what's been going on, and they see us as the team that's fighting for what they want to do. The bottom line is we've got one new hire that's been active for about a month now. We've got another one starting this coming week. Probably within 2 weeks there'll be two more, and these are all the people that we had apply for jobs on primarily through the Indeed platform back at the beginning of the year. They would apply, I'd reach out, I'd never hear from them. These are all really capable, solid people who are ready to hit the ground running. So I think, we will see over the next month, 2 months, a noticeable difference in our ability to fill shifts regularly without burning out the people that we have there. So I'm excited to be able to share that and look forward to, working with you folks as we move into the next year, working more closely with the subcommittee to nail down the metrics that, we think are important, make sure you agree that they're important, and tweak them as needed to give you the information that you're going to be confident with as we move forward. That being said, if you have questions for me, I'll do my best to answer, and if I can't, I will get you answers.
Yeah, I'd like to just say, you've been doing this a long time in Shamong. How many years?
26.
Okay, and I remember one night you gave me a call, something happened at my office, and I don't know if you recall, but it was a young kid.
Oh, I do,
You remember?
absolutely.
He was.
That was
he
an
probably-
interesting night.
That was a wild night. He was probably, what, 12 or 13 years old, living out in the woods. Dave found him out there and didn't know where he was from, or at least we couldn't get that information out of him.
Mhm.
And Dave and I went over and bought him some Wawa, had him come in the office to warm up because it was cold. And it was a happy ending, wasn't it?
It was, turned out well.
We found where he was supposed to be. It was Atco or Hamilton.
He was from Atco, yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of strange that, that he didn't know what was going on, or at least didn't feel comfortable sharing with us maybe originally where he was from.
Mhm.
A foster child, wasn't he?
I don't recall specifically whether that was the case or not.
But,
Yeah.
so I'm so pleased that you're gonna be more involved with TRS. And you know what's going on in this town, and we trust you. And when I heard you were driving around your RV and across the country, I go, well, we really need you here. So I'm glad you're here, and
I'm here. We'll see how long my back lets me continue, but I'm here.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, so any questions again, I'm happy to answer them, and if anybody ever wants to reach out to me directly, please feel free to do so.
Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Sir. Next, we'll go to the Township Administrator. Susan or Lisa, who's gonna jump in?
Okay. We had on Friday a successful Burlington County flu shot clinic here. We have an upcoming free shredding event. It's going to be on Saturday, December 6th. We have some flyers if anybody wants to hang them up anywhere. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to noon, right here in the parking lot. The Board of Ed special election voting will take place, as Mayor Mike said, on December 9th from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Indian Mills Memorial School, 295 Indian Mills Road. Public notices will now be posted on the township website as of 2026. So we'll be working towards that with the upcoming changes to our required advertisement. So we're going to be starting early in January of 2026 to start getting everyone used to seeing those public notices on our website. PSC&G, we received notification that they'll be doing their annual maintenance on vegetation on the right-of-ways. The cross streets are Stokes Road, Tuckerton Road, and Packinaw Trail. That's going to begin on January 1st. And last, we have the Shamong application to the NJDEP Resilient New Jersey Regional Planning Grant. It was submitted collectively with Burlington County, Evesham, Medford, Medford Lakes, Tabernacle, and the Pinelands Preserve Alliance. And that one, it's an assistance program to help with climate changes and community planning that affect residents, businesses, and all the natural elements in our town. We also have all of the reports. If anybody has any questions, we can answer them or get the answers.
Great, Lisa, thank you. Lisa, any update on the meeting that we attended regarding the crosswalks at the school?
Unfortunately not. I have sent 3 emails. I included a few of you that were part of that original meeting. I included you on my most recent email, but unfortunately I have not heard. So if anybody has any suggestions on a better avenue, but I've followed up 3 times since that last meeting.
Who have you not heard back? Brickley over at
Joe Brickley and William, like,
the county?
yeah, the county, they were,
Engineer's office.
yes, the county engineer's office.
Okay, and
I'll
then,
try to get in touch with them.
Okay, if I think I included you in the last.
Yeah,
email.
I didn't know that.
If not, I can send it again.
I didn't know that
He's
they
on there.
weren't answering.
Okay.
So I'll reach out to Brickley.
any update on the circle as far as the Pinelands?
We haven't heard anything back as far as if they've been approved or anything.
Okay, all right, all 5. Anybody else have any questions or comments on Lisa or Sue?
Yeah, I've only worked with you for 4 years, so I know I'm not as long as everybody else, but I just want to say you've been, a stern advocate for our finances and making sure every single taxpayer dollar is treated with respect while being very kind to all of our residents. So it's a great recipe for a really good public servant, and I'm happy to have been able to learn some stuff from you and work with you. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'd just like to say, Sue, you're gonna be missed. I mean, the whole entire time you worked in there, I think I've known you. Because, come in to do dog licenses and, visit with you and Joanne, so it's gonna be strange not to see you around the corner there.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Turning into a love in here. Anybody else? Thank you for your comments. Now we're gonna open the meeting back up to public comment. If you have anything, come on up. Okay, thank you all for coming out. We'll close this portion of the meeting, public comment. We're gonna go into executive session to discuss personnel issues and the potential appointment of Lisa Jordan to the position of acting clerk and township administrator. And I anticipate that we will be taking some action. I don't have any idea how long it will take, but you're welcome to stay for the decision. And we'll be back as quickly as we possibly can. With that, we'll need a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second.
Okay.
Oh,
Got it.
I'll second it.
thank you. Ms. Mercedes?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yes.
Total of 3 executive sessions from the time that Sue announced her departure and what she was recommending, to a discussion last month and then a discussion again tonight, really just to try and see where everybody stood on the appointment and any issues associated with that. So with that, we have to take action formally in public. There is a resolution that was included in the packet. That resolution is as it was presented, and the employment agreement attached to it. The appointment of Lisa Jordan to the positions of acting clerk and township administrator. And unless anybody has any questions of me, now would be an appropriate time for somebody to make a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Mr. Wilkinson?
Yes.
Ms. Mercedes?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Welcome to Shamong, and we're happy to have you, but I vote no.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Mr. DeCroce?
Yeah, I vote no as well, and the clarification is that I believe that this should have been an open process as far as interviewing other people. I do believe you're very qualified, and we've been happy with you, so that's not a decision against you personally, but I vote no.
And with that, the resolution passes. On our loss of Sue, we gain Lisa as our new administrator and acting township clerk. As indicated, she's in the clerk process, and if everything goes according to plan, we'll get her certification this coming year.
Perfect. Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Okay, and with that, do we have any further business? Okay, if there's no further business, we'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming out.